everyone, my name is Puan Adila Hyendra. On this occasion, I will tell you some problem about global warming. The title is How Millenials Protect Our Earth. Every year, change in temperature on Earth always increase. Not only change in temperature, but also the weather changes more often in a very short period of time. This change is caused by global warming. So, do you know what global warming is? Global warming is a process of increasing the average temperature in the atmosphere, oceans, and plane of the Earth. Over time, global warming on this Earth is increasing. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, conclude that the increase in the average temperature on the global Earth's surface since the mid-20th century is most likely due to increased concentration of greenhouse gases, which is caused by daily human activities. Without we realizing of daily activities that we do can cause global warming, starting from small things that we rarely realize, such as a house that has a lot of glass ornament. Indirectly, the sun's heat, which so be like energy, is actually trapped in the Earth's atmosphere, which actually becomes a trap for radiation waves and from various gases. Then these gases absorb and reflect back radiation from the waves that have been emitted by the Earth. As a result, the heat generated will be stored in the Earth. The first consequence of global warming is that with a high temperature rise, cases of forest fire arise, resulting in the forest becoming barren and producing smoke that can pollute the environment and even damage the human respiratory system. Is at the poles, so it will increase the volume of seawater. The third impact is the destruction of coral reefs. Global warming makes the temperature and acidity of seawater, so that coral reef gradually experience bleaching and end up being damaged. It can even disappear. Damage to the coral causes an imbalance in the ecosystem and can cause flora and fauna are threatened with death. And there are many other impacts that occur due to the global warming. Therefore, we as millennials must be able to reduce the impact of global warming. Before tackling its impact, we must first know the causes of global warming. Here, I will explain the important points regarding the cause of global warming. Okay, the first point is increasing greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases come from burning petroleum, coal fuel, and natural gas. This causes heating that is not reflected and it's not transmitted to outer space, but return to Earth. Second, air pollution due to fuel. The fuel used by the vehicles we read produce carbon dioxide gas, which result in heat being unable to be transferred to outer space and instead settle on the Earth's surface. Third, deforestation. Deforestation is one of the causes of global warming. Why? Because if the forest is deforested, then one of the carbon dioxide traps on Earth is reduced. If left unchecked, then eventually no one else can tap carbon dioxide. So air pollution is getting worse. Fourth, wasteful use of electricity. Wasteful use of electricity can also cause global warming because electricity that is used too often will experience evaporation. So we should only use electricity as needed so that there is no waste that can lead to global warming. 5. Plastic waste. Plastic waste is one of the causes of global warming on this earth. As we know, today the use of plastic waste is very much. So that it pollutes this earth. Piles of plastic waste that are not controlled will cause environmental pollution. Then the plastic waste emits methane gas and ethyl due to exposure to sunlight and causes damage to plastic waste. The methane gas, both natural and artificial, is the main cause of climate change, which of course can also cause of global warming. Those are the causes that we consciously or unconsciously do but have a very bad impact on our earth. As we both know, that global warming has become a major issue for the whole world. But there are still many people who are not aware that global warming has brought serious environmental problems. Global warming also caused change in climate. The increase in the concentration of gases that reflect sunlight energy from the earth caused an increase in the greenhouse effect. So that global air temperature triggered extreme climate change. Because extreme climate change has a bad impact on living things. In general, the impacts caused by extreme climate change are related to natural disasters that can cause death. Farmers who fail to harvest due to erratic weather conditions to disease caused by the either weather or air, which of course disrupt their daily activities. Now, it is fitting for us as millennials to participate in helping and reducing global warming on this earth. Let's love our earth by not destroying it. As for ways to reduce global warming, we can reduce the use of private vehicles. Then we can do 3 R's, namely reduce, reuse, and recycle. Which is method can reduce the waste of the use of goods that can trigger global warming. We can also reduce the use of air conditioning and turn off electronic device when it's not used. And finally, as the next millennial generation, we can plant trees as much as possible because plants can absorb carbon dioxide and produce oxygen, so we can get clean air that is free from pollution. As conclusion, we as millennials can remind each other about the awareness to better protect our beloved earth and be more concerned and pay attention to the little things that can damage this earth. I hope that we can understand more about the dangers of global warming and not underestimate it. Okay, I think that's all for me and thank you so much for your attention.